Hi everyone, welcome to this channel. Today we are going to see SQL constraints in database management system. So what is the meaning of constraint? Constraints are the rules that we can apply on the type of data in a table. This further means that before inserting the values, we are checking the condition, okay? So basically what is the meaning of constraint? Constraints are certain rules or the protocols which we are applying onto the table, okay? While inserting the values, it warns us that we have to insert the right values, okay? This is what the constraint. Let's see further. Constraints available in SQL are not null, unique, primary key, foreign key and check. We are going to see this one by one. Not null. What is the meaning of not null constraint? See here, the meaning of null, the word null, N-U-L-L means what? Empty. That means what? The value is not available. Whenever a table's column is declared as not null, then the value for that column cannot be empty for any of the table's record. There must exist a value in the column to which the not null constraint is applied. Null का मतलब क्या आता है? Empty. अगर उसके पहले हमने not लगा दिए तो not empty, right? That means what? Whenever an attribute is declared as not null, then compulsory the value must be inserted for that particular column, right? Example, we are going to see this practically. We are going to create a table, create the table student, and in that one attribute we are going to specify as not null. Let's see this practically, okay? Here we are seeing how to create a student table with the null constant, okay? So basically for creating a table we are using which command? We are using create command, okay? Create table student. This is my table name, okay? And we have to write the attributes. If I am writing here roll number, okay? Roll number, data type I am specifying int, and comma I am taking name as character data type, and the size I am specifying here 20, and in front of this I am giving the constant not null, okay? Bracket complete, semicolon and enter. Now my table will be created. So here create table message have come. That means what? Your table have been created. Then let's see the description of this table, \d student, okay? Student. So this is what the description of the table. You can see the column name whose data type is character, size is 20, and here the constraint is coming not null. It indicates what? This student table is having an attribute with a constant not null. Let's check this with while inserting the values. Insert into table name, that is student, okay, and values, right? Where the first attribute is roll number, so I am giving here 101, comma, the name is suppose Rakesh, right? Bracket clears and semicolon and enter. This is how your value has been inserted, okay? Insert 01 message is coming. That means what? The value have been inserted in this table. Let's check this. Select start from student, semicolon and enter. So here you can see the value have been inserted. Now not null, right? See, if I insert the value again over here 102 suppose, and I keep this field as blank, okay? I keep this field as blank. Let's see what happens. To see the error is coming. Null value in column name violates not null constraint. As I said you what? Null means empty. Not null means what? Not empty. The particular column of your table whose constraint is not null. Compulsory the value must be inserted for that column. That's why here this message is coming. I hope you all have understood the concept of not null constraint. Now let's see the another constraint, that is unique constraint, okay? Duplicate values are not allowed in the column to which the unique constraint is applied. The column with the unique constant will always contain a unique value. This constraint can be applied to one or more than one column of your table, which means more than one unique constant can exist on a single table. Using the unique constant, you can also modify the already created tables. Okay. So basically, for what unique constant is used, unique constant means what? Distinct values will appear in that particular column. No duplicate values are allowed. And any number of times we can take this constant in your table, right? Unique means distinct. Unique means what? Distinct, alag, right? And that means what? Duplicate values are not allowed in this particular column once the column attribute is specified with the unique constant. So see here, we are going to create a table teacher, and one of the attribute of the table will we will be taking it as the unique constant, and this we are going to see practically. Okay, let's create the table student. Okay, teacher. Okay, create table teacher with certain attributes like teacher ID. We will take teacher ID int, data type I'm specifying, t name I'm taking, okay, teacher name, and here I'm writing character. Suppose the size is 20, and here I'm given what? Unique constant. Okay, unique constant bracket complete and semicolon. Let's say the table is created. Yes, the table is created. Let's see the description, \d and teacher. This is the table name, semicolon. So this is what the definition of your table. Okay, and here, see here in the indexes, it is telling what the attribute of the table teacher. This line you have to see. Okay, it is telling what this particular attribute t underscore name is having a unique constant. Okay, so this constant is applied on the attribute t underscore name. Let's insert the value in this table. Insert into teacher values. Do not forget to write the keyword values while inserting the value. Okay, this is where the syntax. Do not make the mistake of the insert syntax. Okay, here we are going to insert the value for teacher ID. Suppose it is 1, comma, teacher name is suppose Samina. Okay, and bracket complete and semicolon. So this is how the value is inserted for this particular table. Let's check this with the select query. Select star from table teacher. Okay, this is what semicolon and enter. See, the value has been inserted. Now see, we are going to check what is the meaning of unique constant. I will insert the another value over here. Insert into teacher values. The ID I will take 2. Okay, I'll take 2. And here if I try to insert the same name of the teacher, Samina, okay, then see what happens here. You can see error have come, duplicate key value values, unique constant, as we cannot take this particular name again. Since we have specified the constant t underscore name, we have specified unique constant for the attribute t underscore name. That's why all the values in that particular column will be unique. Let's insert the another value. Insert into teacher values. Okay, let's insert the another value here. Okay, then let's take the ID as 2, comma, then this is what? Sania. Right? This is semicolon and enter. See? Insert 0, 1. That means what? The value has been inserted. Let's check the table with the select query. To see there are 2 records in it. Teacher ID 1, teacher name is Samina. Teacher ID 2, teacher name is Sania. So I hope you have understood the concept of unique constant. Now next constant is what? Primary key. Primary key constant is a combination of not null and unique constant. Not null constant and a unique constant together form a primary constant. The column to which we have applied the primary constant will always contain a unique value and will not allow null values. Okay, and the primary key will be only taken once in the entire table. Okay, so basically here what is primary key? Primary key is the combination of your 2 constants which we have already studied now. One is not null and the another one is what? Unique constant. Not null means what? No empty value will be there for that particular attribute. And unique means what? No same value can come in that particular column, and the primary key constant will come only once in the entire table, only once in the entire table. Okay, that means what? If we specify primary key for any attribute, it is going to uniquely identify a record of your table. Okay, now we are going to create a student table and apply the primary key constant while creating a table. Okay, we are going to create a student table and we are going to apply primary key constant while creating the table. Let's see this practically. Okay, let's create the table on here. Okay, this is what create table student. Okay, I'm going to change the name of the table since I have already had the table. That's why I'm writing student 2 over here, and here roll number is my first attribute. Data type I'm taking what? Int, and here I am writing what? Primary key constant. Okay, primary key, and specifying primary key for the roll number attribute. Okay, and here I am taking what? Another attribute like student name, as name. Okay, as name, and the data type I'm taking character, and size and specifying what? 20. Okay, comma, then I can write here not null. I can take the address of the student. I can write character, suppose the size is 30, and again I can write here character 20, bracket complete, and this is what? Semicolon, and see, okay, I did not give comma here, so I need to specify comma. Okay, this is what? Address and indent. Okay, this is how the table is. So this is how the table is created. Let's see the description of this table. Okay, \d student 2 semicolon and enter. So this is how the table is created. Okay, roll number, the type is integer, and here you can see not null for the primary key constant as well. Okay, for the primary key constant as well, since the primary key is the combination of the not null and the unique constant. Okay, that is the reason in the definition it is coming like this. Okay, let's insert the value in this table. Insert into student 2 values. Okay, so here suppose I'm writing what? 201 comma, student name is suppose Alfayaz. Okay, comma, and the address is suppose what? Pune, bracket and then semicolon, right? Okay, this is how the value is inserted. Let's see the table. Select tab from student 2 values. Okay, student 2 and semicolon and enter. So this is how the value have been inserted. Let's insert the another value. Suppose I'm writing here 201 again. I'm taking 201 again. Okay, and I'm changing the name like Alfia, and the address is suppose I'm changing it to cap. Okay, so here see what happens. So here you can see duplicate key values, unique constant. Okay, that means what? See, first of all, I said primary key constant is the combination of not null constant and unique constant. That's why this message is coming. It is violating the unique constant rule, since primary key values cannot be repeated. The primary key values cannot be repeated. That means your duplicate values are not allowed in this scenario. Right? That's why this error is coming. Let's try the another one. Okay, I'm keeping this field as blank. Okay, I'm keeping this field as blank. Okay, if I want to insert null value, see what happens to this null comma. Suppose I'm writing here Alfia, right? And now I change the name Adi. Okay, single quotes close, and suppose it is living in Bangalore. Okay, and the bracket is closed in semicolon. To see here, you can see null value in column roll number wallets not null constant. Okay, as I said, primary key is the combination of not null and the unique constant. So basically duplicate values are not allowed, and even null values are not allowed for this primary key constant. Okay, now as I said you what, a primary key constant is taken only once in the entire table. Let's create the another table over here. Create table, suppose S. Okay, this is my table name S. Okay, and I'm taking, suppose this is SID, and I'm giving the data type is integer, primary key as the constant. Okay, next suppose I'm taking S account. Okay, S account, and the data type again I'm taking as what, integer, and if I'm writing it as primary key. Okay, primary key. Okay, and this bracket clears in semicolon. Let's see what happens here. So basically here, see, the error is coming, multiple primary keys for table S are not allowed. Okay, that means what, in the entire table, how many primary key constraints are allowed? Only one primary key constant is allowed. That means what, we cannot take more than one primary key constant, and we cannot specify an attribute with more than more attributes with the primary key constant. You got this? Okay, let's say the another one, like create table S, and here I'm writing S int and primary key. Okay, primary key, primary key. Okay, then comma, and next is what, suppose S name I'm taking, S name, suppose this is what, character, and here I'm taking it size 20, and I'm specifying it as the unique constant. Then comma address. Okay, and again here I'm taking, suppose varchar, and here I'm specifying the size as 30, and here again I'm taking it as unique constant. Okay, so here you can see I'm taking unique constant, I'm applying unique constant to more than one column. That means what, any number of times you can apply unique constant in your table, but primary key is applied only once and for the one attribute of your table. Is it clear to everyone? Please watch this video again and again so that your concepts are clear. Now let's see the another constant. Now this is the another constant, that is foreign key constant, FOREIGN, foreign key constant. A foreign key is used for referential integrity. When we have two tables and one table takes reference from another table, that is, the same column is present in both the tables, and that column acts as a primary key in one table, that particular column will act as a foreign key in the another table. Okay, so this is what the concept of foreign key. Foreign key is basically going to act as a referential integrity. That means what, a column from one table, which is the primary key of that table, is taken as the foreign key into the another table. Okay, basically attribute to be a foreign key, it must be the primary key of one table, then only it is going to act as the foreign key into the another table. Okay, now we are going to see this, create a student table and apply the foreign key constant by creating a table. And next we are going to create a teacher table with primary key first. Now let's see this practically. I'm going to create entire new tables for this concept. I'm going to clear the screen first. Okay, now create two tables. First is create table, suppose teacher table I'm creating. That means what, one-to-many relationship I'm trying to make. One teacher teaches many students. Okay, create table teacher. Suppose I'm going to change the table name, like suppose I'm teacher 1. Okay, and here suppose this is TID. The data type is integer, primary key. I'm giving the constant to this table, primary key. Okay, primary key, comma, suppose this is teacher name. The data type is character, suppose, and the size I'm specifying it as 20. And if you want to give the constant, then apply not null. Okay, then bracket close and semicolon. The table have been created. Let's create the another table. Create table, suppose student 1. Okay, student 1, here I'm taking roll number as the attribute, data type is integer, and the constant I'm applying here is nothing but primary key. Okay, primary key, bracket close. And next I'm taking what, suppose student name, I'm taking student name, and here suppose I'm writing character 20. Okay, and suppose if you want to apply the constant, apply it unique or not null. Okay, not null, right? Then next thing is what, as I said, we are going to create for referential integrity in this table. That means what, the primary key of the teacher table will be taken as the foreign key in this table. So let's take this TRD. This is what the primary key of the teacher table. As it is, we are going to write TRD space integer. Whatever data type we have specified in the teacher table, the same data type we are going to take it over here, and the same attribute we are taking here. Then next comma FOREIGN, foreign key, spell and type, so that never the spelling will be wrong. FOREIGN, foreign key. In the foreign key we are writing what? TRD. Okay, bracket complete. And after this we are going to write references, spell and type, never the mistake will be made. References. Okay, then this table reference we are giving teacher table reference. Okay, teacher 1, right? And from that teacher table what we are taking as teacher ID, bracket close. And always write on delete cascade, on delete cascade, on update cascade. Okay, create table student, roll number, int, primary key, s name, character, not null, tid, int, foreign, FOREIGN, foreign key, tid, references, teacher 1, tid, on delete cascade, on update cascade, bracket close and semicolon. Okay, something went now, null spelling is wrong over here, we are going to correct it. Null. Okay, and then enter. See, the table have been created. The table is created, teacher table is created, as well as student table is created. Okay, with the referential integrity, we have taken the primary key of the one table as the foreign key into the another table, right? So this is where the foreign key constant, we are going to insert the values in it. Insert into teacher 1 values. Okay, teacher 1 values. So here insert into teacher 1 values, teacher ID is suppose 1111. Okay, then teacher name is suppose Samina. Okay, and the bracket close, bracket single quotes close, bracket close in semicolon. See, the value have been inserted. We are trying to make a mapping of one to many. Okay, one teacher is teaching many students, right? That means what? See here. Now I am going to insert. First select stand from teacher 1. Okay, semicolon. See, now I am going to insert into student table. Insert into student 1 values. Okay, values. Here, suppose the roll number is 301, comma, student name is suppose 12. Okay, then comma, then we are mapping, right? That means what? The value which is present into your teacher table, we are going to take it as the foreign key into the another table. So teacher ID is what? 4 times 1. So I am going to write here 4 times 1. Bracket close and semicolon. So this is how the value is inserted, right? Let's see. This is student table. Student 1. Okay, the value have been inserted. Let's insert the another value like 302. Okay, the name of the student is what? Suppose Al-Fayaz. Okay, and then enter. See, the value have been inserted. Let's select the table again, student table. So here you can see one teacher whose ID is 4 times 1 is teaching 2 students. One is Kaif and the another one is what? Al-Fayaz. That means what? One teacher is teaching many students. One teacher is teaching what? Many students. That you have to understand this referential integrity constant over here. That means here the values for the foreign key, it can be taken any number of times. Same value can be taken any number of times. As I have taken here, teacher ID 1111 2 times. Who is teaching to 2 students? Kaif and Al-Fayaz. One teacher is teaching to many students. So this is how the referential integrity constant works. Obviously, if I insert the new value, you see 30. So I am writing here new record, insert into student 1 values. Okay, and new value is with roll number as 303, and I am taking new name as Azad, and the teacher ID is C. In the teacher table, the teacher ID is 111, right? So here, if I try to take any another values, any other value, which is not present into your teacher table, then what error comes, we are going to check that, right? Suppose I'm typing 1112, bracket close, semicolon and enter. See, the error is it is violating the foreign key constraint rule. That means what, this value is not present in your teacher table, so we cannot take this value in the student table where we are taking the teacher ID as the foreign key, right? So this is what the concept of the foreign key constraint. Now the next constraint is check constraint. Whenever a check constraint is applied to the tables column and the user want to insert the value in it, then the value will first be checked for certain condition before inserting the value in that column. Okay. So basically check constraint is applied on the attributes of your table. Okay. So let's see the example for this. It will be more clear to you. I have taken the example here, like if we have an each column in a table, then the user will insert any value of his choice. Any value means what? The user will also enter even a negative value or any other invalid value for the column age. But if the user has applied check constant in the age column with the condition age greater than 18, then in such cases, even if the user tries to insert an invalid value such as 0 or any other value less than 18, then the age column will not accept that value and will not allow the user to insert it due to the application of check constant on the age column. Okay, so basically check constant, whenever we apply check constant on any attribute, then by inserting the value, it makes sure that invalid values are not entered for that particular attribute. Okay, this we are going to see practically. Now suppose here I am creating one table, create table employee. Okay, I am creating employee table and the attributes for this table is suppose the employee ID. Okay, the data type for it is int, constraint is primary key, comma, then suppose here I am taking the employee name, data type I need to specify, right? Then and the age, okay, age of an employee. So I am writing here age and the data type for it is int. I am going to apply the check constant on it. The check on which attribute I am applying the check constant, that I need to specify into the check constant. So I am applying it on the age constant. To see the way I am writing, okay, check age greater than 0. Check age greater than 18. Employee age is greater than 18. This we need to check with the help of check constant. Close the bracket carefully and semicolon. Okay. Then the table have been created. Now we are trying to insert the value in it. Insert into table employee values. Okay, values. Then the employee ID is suppose 100 and employee name is suppose Sanya and the age. See here I am inserting the age like 90. Okay. Then let's see what happens. Obviously the value have been inserted. Right. Check the table with the select query. See. Now I will insert the another record. The employee ID is 101. Samir. Okay. And suppose I am inserting here, the age is 70. Let's see what happens over here. See, it is violating the check constant rule. Since what we have specified in the check constant, I have asked that the age is always greater than 18. Then if I try to insert the values less than 18, then definitely it is going to throw an error. Always the age it is going to accept it is greater than 18. Okay. 19, 20, 21, 22, like this the age this particular table will be accepting. Let's see, I am inserting the another value here, 20, right? So here, so what happened? Obviously the value have been inserted. Let's check with the select clause, select query. See, employee ID, e-name and age. Where the age is greater than 18, all the values have been inserted into that age column. That these are what the constant we have studied in this video. Please watch this video again and again so that all your concepts related to constraints in SQL are clear, and try to solve it by yourself. Thank you.